Hello and welcome to the Simply Cup, Season 2, Week 2. It is a Viiru edition. Viiru made some cool maps last week, so he's now kindly made an entire edition. So we're going to have multiple styles. Going to be very, very epic. We probably have one of the hardest maps to start off here. So this could be a little bit difficult for some of the beginners, but 58 players today. Would have liked to have seen a bit more. Remember that it is 11 PM Brisbane time every week if you do want to play. I know it's not the perfect time slot for everyone, but it's the best time that Australians can play and most of the world can join. No, time attack. Oh my. Why is it always breaking? Alright, quick hold. I'm not going to do that intro again. Alright, I think we're live, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get into it. I can't really be bothered doing the intro again, so let's just go straight into the warm-up. Alright, we had some today issues. We are back in it. We have 1 minute of warm-up. There does seem to be a bit of a shortcut here, but I don't think it's worth it because you want to carry your speed through. But Trax is trying it here. It could be faster. Cuts are allowed. Cuts are definitely allowed. Those that maybe haven't seen this before. So if it does pay off, then that is good to see. We have 68 players. So in the meantime of it not working, we have gotten more, which is nice to see. It seems like you possibly could cut this as well. So it could be a bit of an interesting one. Let's find out if it's going to pay off for them. We have 15 seconds. Here's to a good Simply Cup. Good luck, have fun. And who shall we watch first? Let's have a look at Mr. Beefer going into round number 1. So there is a nice wicked plastic jump. I think Beefer is going to attempt to cut. No, he's not. So he goes the normal ride. There are one person, Mr. Elcon, going for it, and he does get it. He gets a bit of a wonky 360 bounce, but he is still out in front. That is super cool. This is why Elcon is one of the best of the business, as we have a bit of lag. Elcon still out in front. Beefer doing 20th, probably moving to 30th there. It's a very close one because I had a little bit of extra warm-up time with the problems. Beefer going for an insta jump. He does get it, but it is Elcon with the shortcut, managing to keep the first position by 1 second. So it is worth it. Maybe, I think we're going to see a lot more people go for it now that Elcon did get it successfully. So, Flax, Agra, Zenus, and Cenus. The first few players there to get some big boy points. So, check out Mr. Kato going in round 2. So nice bounce. You can see the utilization of these new blocks. So it could be super, super cool in future editions. But once again, Elcon is so far in front. I think he loses a bit of speed compared to the rest. But he is so far in front right now. I think he is going to be able to clutch it again. Does he go to... He does go for that red booster shortcut. And we shall find in an instant if he did get it successfully. Yes, he did. 30 seconds. That is super fast. Boris in second with a nice 34x time. But Elcon absolutely destroying everyone right there. That is a back-to-back 120 point for him. That is super, super sick. Cenus, Thomas, area all doing well once again. But Elcon, man on a mission right here. Let's go spectate him because he is dominating. Is the pressure of the spectator gonna curse him? Not on the first jump. Gets just a little bit slow, but can get that insta respawn boost. Goes for the wicked 360 spin. Is 0.5 ahead, so not as much as last few rounds. 0.3 is losing out, but he will go for this second cut. Is he going to get it? Let's find out. Goes a little bit short so he can get the insta plastic bounce. Ooh, gets it sharp, and someone's going to snipe him. It's going to be Kip. Elcon still managing second place there, just beating Cenas going the normal route. Boris Thomas Zemas once again in top positions, but Kip with a 30.5, very nice clutch there from him. Elcon still with second place though, so lots of points gained from him. Flax not being able to finish, so that is unfortunate for him. Also, I got a complete last simplycup video about something. Let me try this. I'm not sure if it's going to work, but I'll just temporarily make it a bit smaller so you can see the leaderboard slightly better. I completely forgot to do this beforehand. We have heavy loading anyway, so I had a bit of time. As we have one of the other harder maps for today. So we are getting the hard maps straight off the bat, but Flax checking out the GPS, so let's go watch the GPS with him. It is gonna be a map which consists of sharp U-turns, and who can maybe get the drifts the quickest are gonna be the winners here. So you can see some quick jumps, follow-throughs with the drifts. Should be very tough to get fast, but should be a good map. That's probably the hardest jump right there for maybe some of the beginner players, but it should be doable. And then there is the risky finish, or the safe finish towards the end. Cool map. Very, very epic. Let's go watch Tarpor into the first round with only 10 seconds of the warm-up to go. Let's see what happens. Hey, Chicky, what's going on? Alright, Tarpor on the camera. Let's see if he can clutch it up. Goes a bit of a safe turn to get the full smooth jump, but wasn't faster compared to a few other players. Nearly falls off the side, but does continue his flow right now. Currently in 33rd, gets a good turn on the U-turn there, so we'll move all the way up to 20th, actually passing even more players right now. Takes the safe hard brake to get the angle, but doesn't know where to go. Not sure if he watched the GPS, but it was a safe, no airtime situation, but is absolutely confused at the end here. So is now going to lose out on a lot of points he may have gained. Area with the win, Elcon in second, Thomas Attacker, and Paul in the top 5. Flax rage quitting after that first mistake. Kato, Beaver, and Pelly. Some players not being able to finish just yet. It's not what we want. From them. Let's actually have a look at Mr. Griplele here. How he's going to do this one. Goes quite far on the right. Will clip the edge. That's an unfortunate mistake for him. 59th place. You can see that these players are quite quick to learn these maps. A few players trying the opposite way through the checkpoint. A few people hitting the edges as well, which is not what you want. So you move up to the front of the field. Merlin currently in 17th. Gets the U-turn quite good. Gonna go for a hard brake. Misses the drift, so from those who can keep the speed will gain a few extra positions. Merlin still gaining a top 20, so not too bad from him. Top 16 even. Thomas, Area, Elcon, Attacker, and Boris. Some of the players getting the most points this round. But yeah, I presume someone like Flax may have had a game crash or something. Nadeo still haven't fixed their game a year into it, so we just have to deal with it. I am sorry if you have these issues, but hopefully you do enjoy playing. And thanks for those watching, playing. You'll have a great day. But speaking of great days, Elcon has found a shortcut or a different tactic as he is 1 second ahead of the rest. This area is a little bit behind him as well, as we have some heavy lags right now. Not sure what's with that. Zara is going for a very harsh corner, or U-turn I should say, as well as Area, which both make it. That is a nice clutch for them. They're going to pick up a lot of points, even though Zara is struggling a bit. But so far in front, it doesn't matter. But Elcon with a different reroute, finding so many different cuts with this map. So I presume he maybe, I don't know, I'm not sure what he went. I think I saw him jump from this side, but Elcon sniping Area and Zara, who also had a really good run there. Splatia, Hormel, and Bronco getting 100 points, but Elcon, this is why he's out in front. I think we're going to see a dominant performance throughout from him. Going into map number 3 now. So hopefully it might have just been lag from the player there. I hope that it wasn't the server issues there. Anyway. Going into a dirt map now. Who are our dirt players? I'm not really sure. Let's check out Ginger. Going into the warm-up. We'll go for the medium route. Actually, it goes back to the route he needed to be on. But has to respawn with the too little speed. Finding himself through the track right now. There are lots of signs on this one, so hopefully most players can find their way through. Could be a little bit confusing, but that is why there is the warm-up here.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Ginger, though, doing pretty good right now. Gets through to the tunnel CP. Going over the left-hander. Jumps straight, which is definitely what I also did when I played this map. But it's just a simple jump to the right. And then we also have a sneaky little risky finish, which you shall see coming up on the right there. That is going to be interesting. Let's find out going into the first round. Let's watch Mr. Nazgul. Goes for the top route. I don't think that is the one you want, but does find it smooth. If he plays on the safe route, actually finding it quite fast. Naz with an unfortunate mistake. We will switch up to Crave right now. See how he's going. Currently in 15th place, but hits the edge there. Drop all the way down to only 17th. I thought he dropped 10 positions. Trying to go through the cactuses, though. That is not what you want. Laszlo also making some mistakes, so this is causing a chaotic scene right now. It's going to be Elcon and Area, who are definitely both going to go for the risky finish. Who's going to be Elcon in first? Area fails. Pulmo's going to snipe the second. Chaotic scene is Thomas, the top 5. Area still getting a 7th place, so still not too bad, but losing 20 points from that mistake. A couple players struggling a little bit on this one. I did say it might be confusing the first time through, but hopefully should be okay going into second round. Got the Caster's Curse, classic. Just always got to blame me, always got to blame me. Alright, let's watch Kip in his Stadium 2 car. The fully white Mobile. I don't know why they don't allow to have the custom colors with custom cars, but anyway. Kip off to a great start right now. Moves into third with an extra bit of speed. A few players trying a bit of a shortcut on the right. Not sure if that's going to pay off. Kip also getting a mad amount of airtime, so loses out on a lot. You saw Area, though, getting a bit of a jump, so it is worth it. It's going to be Elcon, though, battling Boris in the front positions. Someone getting a bit of airtime on the jump, so lose out. And Kip nearly hitting the edge. Will pick up an 8th position. Good from him. You see some players trying that risky ending. It's in that awkward position where you're really going to kind of go from very far left and then get the height right. So I respect those going for it. Some players taking it safe. It's going to be Elcon though, nearly up to 1,000 points already. Let's check out Mr. Motia in the safe route. A few players going the easy route. But Mot in 11th position right now. Gets a bit of a wonky landing though. Loses out some speed, but carries through really nice. So you can see some of those players trying the shortcut. Is it going to be worth it as we see Mot go around to the right? It definitely was. Elcon is way out in front. See some players. Boris once again doing well. But Elcon is well and truly in front. Going to secure that top. Or the first one to get 1,000 points. 2 seconds ahead. Elcon just having the time of his life right now. Boris attacker, Cena, Stroopy, and Sandro. Ooh, getting some good points though.
What?
And super. Thanks for the
Excuse
sub.
me?
I appreciate it.
Thanks for the content.
Thanks for being here. I do appreciate it. Attacker, I think it was, not being able to finish there. No, Attacker got third. Someone didn't finish there. I missed who it was. But moves away from third position there with that mistake. Never building scenery again. Just let the players always find cuts. It is just what it is. I mean, I'm one for cuts. I like cuts. Put a yep or nop if you like cuts. I definitely am one to like cuts. But it's not easy to find them in such a short amount of time. So Elcon doing very, very good so far. The first player to hit 1,000 points. Area 830. Attacker quite close, as well as Boris. All doing very good. Thomas, Zemus, Seamus. I keep saying Zemus and Seamus in a row, and it just can't work. No, don't do a chant. The chant literally ruins the idea of a vote, of yep or nop. Come on, Mr. Pulmel. Speaking of Pulmel, let's put the pressure on him now that he has the limelight. Where is he? He's in 14th place. Let's see if he can get some big boy points right now, because I'm going to put the full pressure on. So that we have a bit of a tech map right here. A few drifts, a few wide and short ones as well. So who is our best tech player on the field? I'm not sure. Pulmel doing it pretty good so far. We'll go through to the finish line right there. Pretty short, pretty easy. Should be a close match. Minus, no cut. Alright, let's continue watching Pool. Put the pressure on. No pressure. Pulmel. But is out in the top position right now. I think a few players are going to get the extra speed, getting the landing better. And Pulmel going a bit wide, but going to get the grip instantly. Moves all the way into 7th with that. And even further ahead with that good drift on the left-hander. Elcon, though, really, really good. Once again, is out in first. Pulmel doing pretty good in 6th right now. Someone crashing off to the right. Someone also trying some shortcuts, but it's not going to pay off. Pulmel does maintain the pressure. Gets a 3rd place there. Loudest Bronco. Dombe also getting some good points. Super cool map. I like this. It's pretty much perfect for a simplycup. So once again, I'm looking for maps, preferably with the new block set while it's still hot. But yeah, if you do want to make maps for me, just send me a message on Discord. I'm always open to have more maps for the simplycups. Let's move to the drone camera right now and see the flow of cars. A few players, ooh, Kip and Max right there trying a shortcut. Is it going to pay off? I don't think it has, because Elcon once again is in first. Thomas doing quite good, but Elcon, mate, turn the cheats off right now, because he is going to get another 120 with only 2 turns to go. Look at that fresh look of cars right behind him, but Elcon with the dominant performance. Area and Thomas still with good times, but not compete right now. He plays just behind. Very close battle. A lot of players getting a 35x there. Very, very cool map. There we are. He's going to be the next player to hit 1,000 points. Pummel only getting 9 points. So, few players with one mistake is all it takes to lose that many. Let's move back to the player POV with Sandro right now, going for a super low jump, gets it quite good, and we'll move into 7th position, 8th position, into the second checkpoint. But look at that risk, goes into 1st with this one, nearly falling off the side though, and will lose out a bit of speed though. Get a bit of a wacky drift there, so loses even more time. Also missing this crucial drift on the uphill. And it's going to be Loudus and Thomas with a close battle area attacker map. And Elcon for the first time not being in the top 8. Sandro though with a top 12, still good from him after some shaky drifts. But Area and Boris, attacker, Thomas, all getting good points there. Alex only with 1, mapped with 100. So the leaderboard still super, super close. Going into the next map. Fucking chicken. Heavy loading time, but just as I say it, we are now on it. It is going to be a plastic map. So we actually had a plastic track of the day today. So for those who maybe played that, could have a bit of an advantage here going into this one. Because it is a cool concept to do an entire map of it. But we shall watch Zemus going into the first warm-up. Currently in 6th position, so doing super, super good. We go over the first or second big jump into the left-handed downhill. Also a big jump, got to carry the speed through. Either take the wall ride or take it inside, because that is the final part. So short, easy, cool maps by Viiru this week. I like it a lot. Alright, who shall we watch? Let's check out Ninador. Does stream her POV. You want to see some POV action. Also, just drop her a follow on Twitch. She's a lovely streamer. But let's put the pressure on right now, because it is time for a spotlight hour. As we'll watch her right now.
What? Excuse me?
This just became available, so let's go.
Thank you very much, Beefer. Nina gets the first jump a little bit awkwardly, so did have to release a bit. Also struggling to control the drift on that left-hander. To move into the downhill, we'll take it very safe. Gets this drift well though, so we'll have quite a lot of speed. We'll not get it as smooth as possible, but we'll try the inside line. Currently in 45th, you can see how close this is. Like, one small mistake at the start can be quite crucial. But Lena getting 44th, not too bad from her. Plays a little bit behind. Actually, pretty much everyone quite close to finish, which means it's a good map. It's going to be Thomas, Area, Frazix, Agra, and Indy though, getting a lot of points. Seamus only with 1, and Elcon only with 48 that round. So, once again, a lot of changes on the leaderboard. It is going to come down to the final map, I think. We aren't going to see any clear leads, other than maybe Elcon towards the end. Let's check out Indy going into this one. A couple players falling off a little bit already on that first jump. Indy currently doing pretty good in 24th right there. Tarpor trying the risk, but not going to pay off there. Indy moving all the way into 10th. Gets a bit of a lower gear though. Can he make the jump smooth? Yes, he can. We'll try a little bit of the wall ride, but doesn't get it the greatest line. Someone going to the moon there. Indy battling Pormore into the final straight. Ooh, gets the lower gear though, so Pormore beating out. And it's going to be Thomas, Elcon area, Nazgul, and Agra. Around the top 5. Indy getting a top 10. A good run from him. As we see the rest of the field going through. That wasn't a risk, I got the bug. Ooh, yeah, I don't know. These blocks sometimes are really buggy. It's so weird. They're like the custom ramp blocks. They've always been very buggy. So it's a bit tough sometimes to try and get it straight through. Let's have a look at Shroopy going into the 3rd round. Currently in 33rd overall, but is in 18th on this round. Gets the drift on the inside. Pretty much everyone avoiding the bug other than Pormore going too far to the right there. And Shroopy's on a pretty good run so far. Into the final part, Thomas is out first. Can he keep it up to the end? A couple players getting more speed though. Arrow being one of them. Is he going to be able to snipe it? No, he's not. Thomas is going to get the first. Shroopy's going to get a nice 8th position on that one. And map seems area loudest. Alcon players top 6 there. Ramp bugs should actually be fixed. I've noticed that they're better. I don't know if they're completely gone, but I did notice that they felt like
Hey, that's pretty good.
they had kind of been fixed, which is interesting. I hope they are, because they were one of the most buggy blocks in the game. But Shroopy rocketing to 28th with that nice round. Elcon still in first. But Beaver, thank you very much for the 2 months of subbing. I really appreciate it. Thanks for all the follows as well. Hope you're enjoying yourselves. Alrighty, we have a ice and tech map here.
That's pretty good.
So, people always seem to like having a bit of a ice map. Here it is for today. As Petros is coming in with the raid, and thanks for all the follows, I do appreciate it. Holy shit. Petros, I appreciate it. Welcome in to the Simply Cup. Let's check out Bronco going into the first round. It's the side jump, so we'll not have the greatest angle into this first warm-up, but that's fine. As we move into this first drift. Ooh, Bronco nearly going too far there. Carrying down off the side, someone going for a nice wicked backflip there. That is not what you want to carry the speed through though. Bronco going to try and go the no slide to get the insta grip. Not going to be the case. A few players falling off on the left as well. But seems like a fairly easy map as we're coming in through to the final few parts. Here's that final corner. And there we have it. I really like these maps from Viiru, so if you want an example of what to make, this is a very good example. But Petros, thank you so much again, mate. Hope you had a good stream. And welcome in Raiders. Alright, who shall we watch? Let's have a look at Kicks going into the first round here. We'll get the inside line, actually currently in third position into that first checkpoint, but with that right side isn't going to get the greatest. Puma going for some wicked stunts there. That is not what you want. Kicks though, currently in 35th, has a bit more speed compared to a few other players. Ooh, does have to release a little bit there, and will also hit the side, so that's not what you want. We'll lose out on a lot of time there. Yeah, have moved up to Chaotic right now, and is currently in 6th position, getting some good drifts. Elcon Thomas battling out the first. Chaotic gets the ice section really good, pushes into 5th. Even might catch up to Sandro, but he's going very wonky, has to save it, does do that, but gets sniped by Frazix. So it's going to be Crave Bronco in the top 8 as well. So, super fast map can be easily done by if you go a bit too far or too much of the input of left or right. So, Lots of mistakes there. But the top players really doing good right now. Let's go watch one of them. Who's Thomas, currently in 3rd position, 1,500 points, has pushed past 4th place quite a lot, so good position for him to be getting a top 3 this week. Gonna go for a nice drift, currently in 1st position, goes early on the 2nd one there, and Sandro is going to be in the battle, but Sandro doesn't get that as good compared to Thomas, getting a really good line there. Go opt for a solid drift instead of going for the no slide. We'll also take this one safe and moving into the final wall ride. Left and right. And there we have it. Thomas with a great run there. Elcon a bit behind. Crave doing good once again. Chaotic actually sniping him. As well as Attacker. Sandro, Brazix, and Cenas for the top 8. Trying to hunt some campaign 19 and 12. I've kind of stopped hunting campaign because of Nadeo not really caring about their campaign. I've managed to get top 100 every season, but unfortunately this season, with them changing physics halfway through a season, and half the maps not being huntable anymore, I don't have the motivation to do it. So it's a bit of a shame that that happened, but I guess it is what it is. We hope the new season is going to be good, but we will go back to the action right now. Moving to Pormal. Oh, gets that hit on the side, so we'll also go for a respawn. Let's move to Mott, who is currently in 19th position. Gets a wide drift, but give him a good angle for this one. And we'll also have a little bit more speed compared to a few players. If he can get this wall ride good, which he does, we'll probably snipe quite a few positions with this. Catching up one by one, we'll gain a top 10 with that. Good run from him at the end there. There's Elcon, Area, Chaotic, Thomas, and Attacker. These names just keep getting repeated. They are on a good run. But Sandro only picking up 10 points, Matt only with 6. So a few players still with some big mistakes on this one. Chaotic, really good in this map, moves to 14th, exactly 1,000 points, as well as Kip. I can feel that was only hunting them because I knew I'd be good. Yeah, like, it's just a bit of a shame. I don't know. Because they've literally closed out 4 or 5 maps. Like, you just can't get world record on them anymore. It's just a bit of a stab in the back to all the hunters. But I wouldn't be able to tell you which maps they are, but Zoops, those maps are broken. And there was a map where you had to ride like a railing on the right side, because there's a thing in this game where the right side of your tire is faster. You can search it up on YouTube if you want the full explanation. I can't. I definitely can't tell you why it happens, but yeah, it's just fascinating. Hopefully next season is going to be good with these new blocks though. Anyway, back to this map right here. We have another ice one. People do like the ice map, so here is 2 this week, back to back. We're following Alex on this warm-up though, doing really good. Overdrift slightly there, but overall a very good run. But a few players getting, actually, can we, I want to see how many players get debated here. Okay, not too many, not too many. But a lot of players finding out at the very end, they're like, oh, that's that is a that's an edge. You don't want to be hitting that or falling off of it. So I also got debated by that. So I wanted to see how many people did too. Let's check out Nero going into this one though. Currently getting the drifts slight slow, but very safe, which is a good way of doing it compared to those who just hit the checkpoint right there. So you can try and risk it, but sometimes it doesn't pay off, or you can safe it like Nero's doing quite good right now. Currently 30th position, Seems like Thomas is out in first by quite some time. Elcon and someone battling in second there. They're doing quite good though, maintaining these drifts. Ice is not easy, so that was a very good run from him. Ooh, pick up a 25th place. So a few players a little bit slower on this one. There are definitely a few crucial uphills and drifts here, which one mistake can cost quite a lot of time. But Thomas, 1 second ahead there. Ahead of Elcon. So good time from him. Let's move to Ginger though. For round number 2. We'll get the double drift. Not being able to hold it, but does get the right line. Getting the wide drift through. Ooh, gets the gear slide outs. That's unlucky for him. Let's move to Agra. Currently battling top 10. Losing a few positions, not getting the jump to completely smooth, but currently gets this drift really good. And will push a little bit of extra speed compared to a few other players. Going into the second final corner. Agra getting it quite decently. Really going to be a close top 10 here. Can Agra clutch it? Doesn't get it. Ooh! No, someone crashing on the right there. So Agra does manage to get top 10. Area, Elcon, Attacker, and Sandro. Some of the players out in the top. Tarple not getting it as good this one. But pretty difficult maps by a few players in the chat, I think. But that's alright. Gonna have some easier maps, gotta have some harder maps. Let's move to Asman. Into the final round on this ice map. I think the drift really good. Losing out on a little bit of pace, not being able to hold it the entire way. See if he can do it on the second one though, which he does really nicely. We'll save it a little bit towards the end, but also getting it super smooth, so that was the line you wanted. Moving into the big right-hander. Ooh, loses a bit of pace there. Not being able to hold it the entire way. Players overtaking it there, so we're going to have another battle for the top 10 with Asman on the camera. Can he do it? I think he's in 12th right now. Not 11th. So just needs to overtake one person, which he does so. Once again, seeing a top 10 snipe for this one. Elcon though, still getting so many first places. Currently going to be roughly 250 points ahead now. Area, Thomas, Attacker, Zemus, Sandro. All pretty much staying the same. Olin, Boris just being able to snipe into 6 there. So we now have a bit of a water map. So Elcon, 2.3k, very dominant today. Area, Thomas, Attacker, Sandro, Morosimus, Tarpo, Agra, and Cenas is the current top 10. Let's see if some of the players like Kip, Frazix, Merlin, Alex, and Mapt can clutch into the top 10 with the final few maps. Let's check out Cenas going into the warm-up right now though. Getting this warm-up quite good. He's mastering the water physics right now. Tries to go insta there just to check if it was possible. Finds out that it is not, so we'll take the ramp up to the U-turn, dropping into this set right here. With a little bit of extra speed as well, so through the obstacles to the final part here. A couple players getting debated, including Cenas. I certainly also did when I played this map. Cenas finding that you have the water tires, so it is quite tough to get this last corner right. But there was only one corner to go after that. So hopefully most players should be able to do it. Let's move to Phoenix on the first round here. A few players trying the insta right route. Doesn't seem to be quicker. Phoenix doesn't get as good as jump as some other players, but gets the water skipping quite good. Elcon already out in a good position, or a good bit of lead. Who's going to be the first up into the U-turn though? It's going to be Area. Phoenix still doing quite good. Currently in 24th, trying to catch up to this very close pack of cars right now. Around the obstacles, a lot of players trying the outside line this time to carry through here, which seems like it was worth it as Phoenix goes from 11th to a 6th position. So good run from him. Merlin, Alex, and Thomas, the next few players. Or the top 3 actually. So maybe a little bit of a difficult map to try and learn off the get-go, but you saw that the top 30 was quite close up until the final corner. Let's move to someone a bit further down though. Mr. Expert with his Keck W Mobile. We get the water bounce. Bit of lag, but seems okay. Getting the water skipping quite good. We'll take it a bit safe though, trying to go the grip strat, which will push him a little bit further on this water bounce, but I'm not sure if it's paid off for him this time. Currently in 30th position, losing a couple there. Into the water dip. Getting the grip faster though, because he sunk quicker. So catching up to the train of cars. Into the final few corners. Gonna take it safe around the edges once again. Few players still hitting that checkpoint off the sharp corner. Expert is going to go from 23rd to 17th. Good run from him. And the rest of the field coming in hot. Area, Frazix, Elcon, Alex, Tarpor, Agra.
Hey, that's pretty good.
The top 6 right there. Who's this? Finds out that he does not have enough time, so trying to explore the rest of the field. Actually, keep the drone camera out for a change. A few players still trying to... Actually, can I... Oh, I can do this. I should do this more often. So we got a nice overview of Pormal right now. No, it is Pormal. Trying the outside line. Gonna have to go the safe route though. Getting the water skip pretty slow, but gets insta speed through the second dip of water. So not a bad line for him. You see that this is still super close. I think it's Elcon who is out in first. It is indeed Area and Frazix, the players behind him. A few players still trying the inside line, still crashing on the right. Pormal is going to be in 21st, going over the water skip into the finish line, and does indeed get a 17th. Ooh, you're gonna lose the bit hard to get out of this camera though once you get into it. So Elcon still dominating right there. Tarpor actually moving up to 5th, but only with 1 point, so moves to 7th with that one.
Hey,
Area dominating.
that's pretty good.
Frazix as well. Really good on that map. As we move to the final few maps on this Simply Cup. Thanks for all the follows, that is very kind. Hope you're enjoying yourselves. Heavy loading time though. I don't know what determines the heavy loading time or not. Because it's either really heavy or it's quite quick. I've noticed that. And I don't know what determines it. We have another dirt map, but also utilizing the water bouncers. So it should be a pretty cool map. Muddy water. Let's check out Dom Bear for the first round. So pretty simple route of the map, but it's going to be quite tough for the players to get it quickly. So let's see if they can clutch up when it matters. This is only the warm-up though. Combat doing quite good so far on this one, as we will move to the finish line. Got players going for some wicked stunts. Yep, sliding into the finish line there. That is quite wicked. Let's have a look at Mr. Strelix here for the live round. Currently in 35th place. Alcon 300 points ahead now of Area. Almost Taka, Agra, Seamus, and Tarpor, the top positions.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Let's have a look at Strelix here. Hitting it quite good. Does have to release a little bit in the zigzag there. Currently 42nd. It is super, super close on this one. This is a pretty nice map. One mistake, already 50th position. How many players? 74. So, players learning this one quite fast. Strelix getting the speed on the carry through after water bounce there. So, coming from 50th, splitting that in half to 25th nearly, but doesn't get the greatest ending. Will get a 31st, which isn't too bad considering that round. Thomas, Anarchy, Elcon, Pummel, and Joker will get the top 5 on this one. Two players just a little bit behind will not be able to finish. So, haven't we watched? So look at don't know how to say this player's name. It's called SRP. Going into the first jump quite fast. Was in 14th. We'll go into 19th with that one. To the U-turn. Hard steer. And to the right. But SRP doing quite good so far. Does have to readjust a little bit there. Someone making a massive crash on the left. Trying to risk it too much. The SRP with a great ending goes from 16th to 6th right there. That was a dominant ending. Elcon, Thomas, Attacker, and Julka once again with some big boy points. Chaotic, Phoenix only getting some small points as well. Boris there. Tarpor only with 38. So a few players struggling on this one because of how close it is. Let's actually go watch someone up in the top position because we could have a nice little battle. Attacker trying to get the quick gearing there. Go super wide. So not the greatest start from him. I'm sure we'll see a little bit of a catch up right now. Going into this U-turn. Gets it quite smooth to carry the speed. Doesn't seem like it did too much for him. Over the water bounce. Ooh, someone getting a bit of a buggy jump there.
That's pretty
Flipping
good.
the edge. Attacker though will need a miracle to push some final positions. Does go into 25th. No! Gets a shocking landing. I don't know what happened there. Will lose out the positions that he gained on that one. Thomas though, absolutely dominating this map. And as well as Joker. Getting a lot of points. Elcon, Nicholas, Quent, Cenas, Area, and Kip. The top 8 here. Moving into the next map. Possibly the last one. I think we have 2, but I could be wrong. Let's find out. And once again with the heavy loading. I'd like to know if there's like some block or something that determines how long the loading is. It's very odd that some take some really heavy loading, and some are quite quick. 7:30 as far as I know. 7 it is then. Alright, let's check out Boris in the warm-up. I'm gonna go through this tech map. But the cool feature with this tech map is that he's added the grass there to get the auto slides, so you can find the right angles, who can keep the speed is gonna really pay off on this one. This jump here is probably the most difficult part of the map. Could cause a few crashes if you haven't carried your speed correctly. But into the finish, quite a quick map. Gonna be, 35 seconds in the warm-up. But super simple, should be another really close battle. Let's check out Viking going into the first round. But yeah, I really like these maps from Viiru this week. Super simple and fun. Which is what you want for these simplycups. Let's check out Mine King. Let's not check out Mine King because he made a unfortunate mistake right there, trying to go too far on the left. He's going to have to respawn. But trying to click a few lower tier players there. All making mistakes though, so let's move up to Indy once again. I'm currently in 24th, so we get a bit of lag. We'll go slightly wide, also losing a bit of pace. So, can he keep this position? Yes, he can. Also sniping. Dream there. Gonna meet Thomas in the first, Elcon in second, and Kip in third. That's pretty much everyone being able to finish. Players going for some wicked stunts though. Alright, let's check out maybe a lower position player once again. Let's go Tim. Tim is playing this week. Now he's going to do with his beautiful rainbow little car right now. Does hit the sides, that is not what you want. We'll get that wallbang penalty just to rub it in for him. Take the next few drifts pretty safe because of that speed loss. He is starting to gain it back. Coming into the wide right-hander. Timmy getting it quite good. Have some close battles up in the top positions though. Let's maybe move to a full drone camera and look how close that is. Area, Elcon, Map, Seamus, and Thomas. You ran off the top 5 there. So how's the leaderboard looking? Elcon the first to hit 3k points. He is going to move even further up with that second place, but Area getting first, so you can see why these two are at the top of the leaderboard. Thomas isn't too far behind, but it's going to come down to the final few rounds. Unless this is the final round, and then he needs to clutch it, which he is doing so right now, as he is in first. That is a great start, Thomas, and someone a little bit behind there. It's going to be Joker being able to snipe, as well as Elcon pushing the 4th position over Area. Area gets it a bit wide, Thomas getting it super good. Area, he's going to get a nice 5th position on this one, as well as Broncos, Seamus, Kip, Alex, Joker getting some good position. I think it was Joker who went a bit wide. I saw someone go slightly wide at the end of that drift there. But this is getting super close. They're going to move within 10 points of each other. And then we have a 500 point drop. Even another 200. So the top few positions this week, really dominant. Do we have another map? I should pay attention to the maps, but I always just lose track of it. I forget that if I've done one over or one under. That indeed was the end. I thought we had one more. So there we have it. Elcon, 3.3k. That's a lot of points. Over 10 maps. So well done from him for his dominant performance. The two DNF gang area Thomas within 8 points of each other. Attacker, Tarpor, Zemus, Agra, Kip, Boris, and Alex with the top 10 there. Merlin, Sandro, Frazix, Cenas, and Matt, Bronco, Paul, Tom Bear, and Sarah. As well as Kato in the top 20. Thanks all for playing. Hope you did enjoy. Thanks for those who watched. If you are new, drop a follow. Check out the socials. And drop a sub. It all does help out. But super sick from Viiru. Once again, please send maps if you do have any. The only two requirements are make it playable for everyone and respawnable, which Viiru did very well here. Hope you guys did enjoy this one. I will sign out the YouTube video for this week though. Catch you next time. Bye bye.
What?
As Hent gives a sub to Elcon.
Excuse me?
Thank you very much.